right, Chubbs. So, you read my...
You know what? It's deeper than this. These sick individuals have been trying to give all sorts of consent to kids because the United Nations, their ultimate goal was to give consent, sexual consent to kids. So I believe it's a strategy of we're going to give them the ability to have consent for this, consent for pills, little small things. And then because our community is so brainwashed with bullshit and twerking and, you know what I'm saying, and this whore culture that eventually, you know what I'm saying, we can turn our kids into whores by giving them sexual consent to an adult. Over my cold, lifeless fucking corpse. And I mean that shit. I mean that shit. That man was hurt. That man was bothered. And like you said, these are some of the reasons that we don't want to do it. Because these mothers are not saying, hey, okay, we've been in this relationship for a while. Granted. Well, let me sit down with my kids and let them know you're going to respect the man that's in my life. No, he's not your father, but he is the one that's providing for this household, and you will give that man respect. We're not having these conversations. Instead, we let little girls and little boys be able to mouth off and still hold the biological parent on this pedestal, and the biological parent ain't doing shit. This reminds me of that example that I gave before. Stepfather pays for the whole college graduation party. Pays for everything. He wasn't able to invite even 2 of his friends. They got the biological father's favorite cake flavor and all the biological father's favorite things. And, the stepfather was sitting there like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? Why is he got his favorite cake and all that shit? And they end up trying to ignore, and he left them with the bill. Since that, you know what I'm saying, it's about him and my stepdaughter, let them 2 bitches pay for it, and then he ended up kicking them out of his house. Ladies, if you want us to be stepdaddy, and if we've been in a relationship, or we're willing to even accept the fact that you have a seed from another man, teach your kids respect. If we've been in this relationship for a while and we've been kicking it, and I ain't talking about no couple weeks, I ain't talking about no 6 months, I'm talking about some years into this shit. We've been really kicking it. Well, I'm used to your funky ass breath, funky bitch. Shouts out to Smack Water, funky bitch. I'm used to your motherfucking shit in the bathroom. Then it's time to motherfucker sit down with your kids and say, respect that man. He's providing and putting food in your mouth and a roof over our heads. You're going to show him respect. Until these conversations are had, until y'all woman up, we don't want to do it. Because nobody wants an unruly kid.